Drivers' Championship. Overall runner-up, Henry Joy in the Mitsubishi had his hopes literally pulled out from under him at the previous rally in Arizona when he dropped right off the road and into a ravine. He was able to rebuild the car for Michigan, but he could not catch Schwanier. Every other class is undecided in Group 5. Bruce Newey comes to Maine just barely in front, but he has to drop one event from his score, so he needs a victory here. Just behind is Sam Bryan in the Saab. He has a real shot to win the Group 5 title, but he has to finish in front of Newey. Group 2 has Richard Losey, just ahead of Pete Lamb in the standings. He also needs a strong finish to take the class championship. A flat tire that looked more like shredded wheat and a subsequent rollover in Arizona cost Lee Shadbolt the title in Production GT, but it opened things up for Steve Gingras. He now has a chance to take the class if he can finish well here. And finally in the production class, Al Kaumawa is hoping to say hi to the trophy in his Neon. That's if he can stay ahead of Tad Otaki, who is just 2 points behind coming to Maine. All this and the overall Manufacturers' Championship to be decided today in the snows of Maine. Return to the woods of Rumford, Maine for the SCCA Pro Rally Maine Winter Forest event. Hello again, everybody. Marty Reed. As you can see, things look a lot different here than the last time we raced in these woods. The snow has arrived, and with it a whole new set of driving challenges. Down at the starting line in Rumford, things look okay as the drivers are getting ready for today's racing action. But John Buffum is up in the mountains where the going is going to be extremely tough, and a lot of guys are going to be slip-sliding away.
We're up here at the start of the first stage. It's a different world up here. We've had 4 to 6 inches of new snow last night. And then today, the temperatures warmed up to 32, 33 degrees. We had a little bit of mist. And what this has caused is the snow that's gotten packed down is very slippery. The normal citizen would say treacherous would be the word he'd use. The course workers are having a hard time even standing up, sort of like being on the banks at Daytona. You just can't stand up. And so the drivers are going to be presented with a choice of what tire to use. There is some snow, 4 to 5 inches deep on various parts of the course. Other parts of the course where it's been rolled over, it's like a skating rink. So we have 2 choices, and I've got a couple of tires here to show. We have the ice tire, quite a bit of rubber, small openings for the snow, and very small cuts in the blocks called sipes. Now these sipes cause the blocks to move as it goes over to the ice, because the ice is not like an ice cube, has more small edges to it. So these sipes catch in various parts of the little bit of snow and ice that's around, and it's a very good ice tire. Let's move on now to the snow tire. You can see how wide open the tread is. There's some blocks, but there's almost more open spaces than there are rubber blocks. The open areas are going to allow this tire to grip into the snow. You can see this snow right here is a couple inches deep. It's going to grip in very well, going to provide the drivers, relatively speaking, good grip on snow. The ice tire, as it goes around, if it's in the snow, it's going to clog up, and we're going to have a condition where the snow is packed into the grooves, the open areas, and we're going to get an aquaplaning type of condition. Remember, no studs allowed. It's not like Europe. None of the nice little metal spikes can be used. In any case, whichever choice they take, they're going to be slipping and sliding. There's going to be people in the woods everywhere.
Well, thanks, John. It should be an interesting night in the woods as the field of 46 teams gets ready to leave Rumford. Taking a look at the course, they head north tonight, almost to the Canadian border, then south, where they do a quick turnaround and run it all again. Then tomorrow is when they hit the unplowed logging roads, total of 312 miles. First on the road will be Paul Schwanier in the Hyundai. The Drivers' Championship is in the bag, but there is still one mission yet to accomplish.
The Manufacturers' Championship is still up for grabs, so we're here to try to do 2 things: have a good time and win that championship for Hyundai.
Well, as Paul heads out in the Hyundai, keep in mind there's also an Elantra running, and one of them will have to finish the event to take the manufacturer's title from Mitsubishi. When we come back, we go to the mountains for the first stage. Don't go away.
Here it comes.
Relentless power, amazing agility, and a sleek, muscular shape. Introducing the all-new Tiburon. Its name means shark.
Where do you see the red one?
Look out. It's a whole new Hyundai.
This simple-looking device is the key to unlock your body's hidden potential. It can change the look and shape of every line and curve on your body. Because it's the weight, the challenge, and the secret behind one of the most effective fitness machines in the world. Introducing the Bowflex Power Pro. Bowflex uses patented power rod resistance to give you an incredibly smooth, natural feel for over 60 different health club quality exercises. With features like a built-in aerobic rowing exercise, convertible grips, and convenient folding capabilities, it's easy to see why a Bowflex was selected by Fitness Magazine as the best home gym for 1997 and was awarded a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. It's time to get the body you want with no money down and payments as low as $33 a month. Call right now for your free video and brochure. Discover the body you've always wanted with the Bowflex Power Pro.
It's that time of year again, tax season. Are you prepared? Will you file your return with confidence or with crossed fingers? The Wall Street Journal Guide to Understanding Your Taxes can give you more confidence. And it's yours free with 10 weeks of the journal for just $3.90 a week. The Guide and the Journal. Necessary items during a stormy season. Call now for the Wall Street Journal, 800-248-1300. That's 800-248-1300.
Today's Speed World event, the Maine Winter Forest Pro Rally, is being brought to you by Hyundai. Driving is believing. And by Vermont Sports Car, when you're ready to win. And by Bridgestone Winter Driving School, America's only winter driving and ice racing school. Hello again, everybody. Marty Reed. And the snow is coming down as Paul Schwinnier is ready to head out. You can see the traction's going to be a problem. He's running the snow tires. That's glare ice under the snow. Not a very good combination, but earlier he was very confident.
I'm anticipating some perfect conditions out there. I think we're going to have 2 to 3 inches of fresh snow on top of some hard-packed snow. So I think the road consistency will be slippery but consistent, and that's really important for a driver so that you don't worry about coming around a corner and finding an icy patch that's going to put you off the road. So I think we're going to be able to get into a nice, fast rhythm and stay there and have a really good time.
Paul, you've got a strange idea of a good time. He is actually working to stay out of the ruts where the ice is, and it is not an easy job. Carl Merrill is up next. He's a Maine native. He knows the conditions as well as anyone, and he's now off. I better be careful how I use that term because, whoa, he's almost off the course right there. Merrill makes a nice save, but I'll bet you he'll be tiptoeing around the next few corners. Back at the starting line, Canadians Dan and Frank Sprongel are out next. They are race ready.
Tonight we're getting dumped on. Your car has more ground clearance so you won't get stuck, or if you do slide off you have more wheel traction so you don't get hung up as easy. Plus you sometimes change suspension, set it up loose. It all depends on driver preference.
Well, the Sprongel should know they won here last time and they are considered snow racing experts. Ooh, just another sleigh ride for these guys. Crowd sure likes it. That's Noel Lawler in the other Hyundai, and well, you talk about a cautious start. Remember, they have to finish one of those cars. Whoa, he's a little wide already. It's easy to get sucked into those snowbanks. Well, he's having trouble making the save. Let's check in with Group 5. Bruce Newey is out in front. He's got a slight lead over Sam Bryan and the Saab. Let's go on board and listen in.
Stay with it, you bastard.
Oh, Newey's in trouble.
That's it. Who's that? Sam. Is that Sam? Yeah. I can't get out, man.
And that's all it took. As he had tried to avoid hitting someone else, he stuck. Sam Bryan gets by and takes the Group 5 title with him. Sam told us what happened to Nui.
He and Calendo are up in the same corner, and they looked like they were there for a long time. So I figure we had probably like a 6-minute lead, probably another 20 minutes added on to that would be my guess. I don't know, something like that. So it's looking great. We're just taking it really slow and easy.
Let's check in with Group 2. Local guy Chris Havas is in front. He comes to the same mess as Nui. And watch how he tiptoes his way around this. He gets through it, though. Almost slides into him. And as he pulls out and gets back underway, he's going to have a comfortable lead and a lot less traffic. Look how deep this snow is. It's amazing that any of them are finishing the stage. Let's check in with Richard Losey from Utah. He's having a problem-free night. His approach will be to run cautious through the weather.
It is absolutely treacherous. There's snow up to the bottom of the car, and it's ice and snow. Other than that, it's a great time.
Let's check on board with Paul Schwanier. He's lost some time in the snow, but he has been starting to make it up. Look out!
That's just close.
Paul almost tags the other Hyundai, and this is a constant problem for everyone. So many people are off that it's becoming an obstacle course out there. Paul talked about it.
Halfway through, there was marks in the road all over the place where there'd already been about 4 or 5 cars off, and we went off in the same place, but somebody had already put a hole in the snowbank, so it didn't bounce us back on because there was a hole, so we got stuck in the hole. And after numerous cars went off and we helped push, we finally got out, and here we are. So we'll keep going, we'll persevere and see how things turn out.
Only Sprongel seems to be escaping problems. He switched from ice to snow tires, and he's staying out front, as snow is indeed the great equalizer. Surprise second place showing. Canadian Keith Townsend and Carl Merrill is third. Stay with us. Back with more after this.
Attica Auto and Hardware is stocked and ready to serve all your fall and winter automotive and hardware needs. Get your car ready for cold weather with top-quality CarQuest auto parts. Attica Auto and Hardware features chainsaws by Poland and Home Life, snowblowers, and supplies for winter. Be sure to see Attica Taylor Rental for all your rental needs, and visit the lumber department for your next home improvement project. You'll also find quality windows and doors by Peachtree. Attica Auto and Hardware and Attica Taylor Rental. Quality products and quality people ready to help you.
If your car or truck's in a crunch, select the best. Select Collision. John and Rob Brown and their team of expert certified technicians will return your vehicle to pre-accident condition. And as a former insurance appraiser, owner John Brown has the experience to obtain fair settlements from insurance companies using only factory direct parts. Select Collision uses high-tech unibody equipment, and they apply PPG paint for professional and long-lasting finishes. Pre-accident condition guaranteed. Remember, select the best. Select Collision.
Hey, Rich.
Stuart, you shouldn't have. I didn't get you anything.
All right, don't worry about it.
How'd you know?
Just, come on, put it on, put it on.
All right, all right. You knew my size and everything.
It looks good.
Thank you.
It looks
feels good. Thanks.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, man. Cool.
Marty Reed back with you at the Maine Winter Forest Rally in Rumford, Maine. As dawn breaks, the weather is looking a lot better, which will improve the road conditions. The big question, of course, will be tires. Most of the teams will be switching over to the snow tires since the ice was covered by last night's snowfall. Now, I know what you're saying as you're on board with Frank Sprongel. Look, with that much snow, everybody should be staying indoors. Well, not only is Sprongel going first off on the road, he's trying a brand new experimental snow tire for the first time here. You got to have some courage to run this sport.
You got to test tires under competition conditions. If you go out testing, you never can really test them out how well they work. They might well work better or not. So this way, test them under full conditions, and you know exactly where you stand.
Well, so far, they seem to be doing the job for Frank, but you can see the effort that it takes to keep this 400 horsepower machine down on the snow and not off in the ditch. It requires constant corrections. Look at this. Different approach. The less powerful but successful car of that man right there. Keith Townsend. We talked to him about his strategy.
Well, we're from Canada. We love the snow. We live for this stuff. This is what it's all about. It's just fabulous.
Keith, I've got some folks in Phoenix right now. They're saying you're absolutely crazy. His approach is more straight line and seems to be working. He's running in second place. Carl Merrill's in third. Now check out the front of this car. He actually has a small snow plow attached to that front wing. I don't know if it's helping. See how it is designed? Paul Schwanier's luck is not improving. A transit stage last night, he was hit in the rear by a spectator's car. The Hyundai seems okay, but that kind of problem won't help him. He just has to finish to claim the manufacturer's title for Hyundai. We talked to him before today's stage about his strategy.
Well, you know, we're so far behind, there's no real chance of finishing in any top position, so we're just going to go out today and try to have a good, clean run and try to get to the finish. I think it's important for us to finish even after we've had such a tough night last night. It's really good for us to persevere and get to the end.
Well, the Hyundai is on ice tires, and you can see that he's going to try and keep it in the ruts to get the most out of him. And it seems to be working for him right now. Of course, remember, he's starting back further in the pack. Next on the road is the Elantra with Noel Lawler. This is the same car that won the Drivers' and Manufacturers' Championship last year, and he's looking pretty good through this area. Check into production class. The interesting thing about snow, power doesn't help, as we have seen. People like Liz Campbell here beating much stronger hardware. Liz is from Vermont, and experience is really helping her. Al Calme was keeping up with the big guys in the Neon, keeping his shot at the production class title within reach. Taking the production concept even further is Mark Cox, respectable fourth in the class on standard Blizzak tires. Tad Otaki had a rough night. He went off several times. He looks to be out of the running for the title, but in rally, you never really know, especially when we've got all this. After 5 stages, Frank Sprongo expands his lead. Merrill moves into second with Townsend just behind. Stay with us. A lot more action from the Maine Winter Forest Rally after this.
This could be the most fun you've had in your life. The Bridgestone Winter Driving School in Steamboat Springs, Colorado offers the excitement of driving on a specially designed 1-mile ice track. Half, full, and 2-day performance courses are available so you can improve your driving skills while experiencing the thrill of slipping and sliding at America's only ice driving school. Race car drivers from all facets of motorsports have challenged this ice track. So can you. Call the Bridgestone Winter Driving School and sign up. 1-800-Y-SKID.
I'm Ironhead Hayward, and I challenge you to get cleaner, more refreshed with Zest deodorant body wash.
But I ain't had. I was gonna try it.
Well, quit crying and get to it.
Zest body wash. Get cleaner, more refreshed.
Get zestfully clean.
ESPN magazine is gonna be fat, but please, no swimsuits.
Yeah, no bikinis.
No one pieces.
No thongs.
None of that. All nude. Tastefully done.
But definitely all nude.
That's important.
Very important.
Yeah.
To be tasteful.
The Sports Car Club of America is your ticket to the pit lane and the fast lane. If you'd like SCCA membership information, call this toll-free number, 1-800-972-6662.
Now, all season long, we've taken you behind the scenes of Pro Rally in a segment we call Rally Dirt. Maybe we should call it Rally Snow today. This week, close-up look at one of the top rally cars from our guide and driver, Paul Schwanier.
So what we have here is a 1997 Hyundai Tiburon rally car. Underneath the hood, we have the engine, which started out as the stock engine that you'll see in the cars in the showroom, and then the rules in Pro Rally allow us to make some modifications to it to get some more horsepower. So we've got a water injection system which cools the engine and allows us to put more horsepower in it, and we're getting about 375 horsepower out of this engine. Inside of the car, we've made some changes, which some are very obvious. First of which is we've removed all of the carpeting and insulation, all the creature comforts that you'll find in the street cars, and we've added some safety equipment, which is important, of course, in our sport. And you'll see the roll cage, which protects the occupants in the car. You'll see the special seats that we've added, and this 5-point seat belts, which keep us really secure in the car. And other than that, we've got a stock dash, and you know, the doors are stock, and we've just removed the things that aren't necessary for us in the rally car. That's all. In the back of the car, you'll notice we've taken the rear seat out. Again, the carpeting is missing, and we've replaced those items with a fuel cell. We've put the spare tire in a place that it's easy for us to get at so that we can get that flat changed without losing much time. And in looking at the car, you can see that it's very similar to the cars that you'll find in the showroom. It's just been improved for rallying purposes.
Thanks, Paul. Let's go back out on the course now at the start of stage 7. We're going to go on board with Frank Sprongel, and you can see that there are actually a few brave spectators out here in the snow. This stage is a little further south and has had some rain on it. It is slick, and remember, Sprongel is on snow tires. This is ice. He's going to be hacksawing that wheel. You can see he's trying to clip the corners, get some grip with those snow tires. Let's go back on board with Frank. Wait a minute. Whoa, that's 1, 2 moose. Well, we had bear earlier in the season. Why not a couple of moose in Maine? You never know what to expect. You notice that Frank didn't even panic? I'd have been making a left turn diving for the woods. This is Keith Townsend, clean line, and he's not wasting any power. I wonder if he's run into any moose. Carl Merrill now, you can see the snow is packed down here. Not much for him to plow up front with that new nose piece. Paul Schwanier comes through. Perfect for the ice tires. He seems to be making the most of it. As we head on board with Paul, you can see he's building up some speed. Now we're going to compare the two onboards. Same section. Frank Sprongel down below, Schwanier on top. You compare. And a good key may be to keep your eye on the spectator groups on the side of the road. See who gets by each group quicker. Schwanier has definitely been faster through this section. Now let's pick it up in production GT. This is Steve Gingras, and he has been having a steady ride all the way to the lead of the division. But it doesn't take much to get out of line. Hang on, Steve. Before the start of the stage, we talked to him about what his day 2 strategy would be.
Well, we're doing pretty good. We moved up to 5th overall. We're really just trying to take it easy, though. It's pretty icy and slippery out there. So one little mistake, we could end up in a snowbank. But our goal is to win the national championship. We've got one more stage to go. Just going to take it easy and finish the stage.
Coming at you now is Chris Havis. Right behind him is one man who's not taking it easy. He can't really afford to. That's Cal Landau. He is trying to catch Gingras. And right now he look like, yes, he'll get around Chris Havis. But let's pick up the action just a little bit later as we go on board with Havis. And you're going to have a big surprise coming around this corner as Havis, tiptoeing around, sees guess who? Landau. He's off into the bank, helps on the way, but he's going to lose more time. So speed doesn't always pay in the snow. Still pushing his lead out front, the master of the snow, Frank Sprongel. You can hear the wastegate on the turbo working. He's built the lead, and it's going to be hard for anyone to challenge. The man trying to do it is Carl Merrill. He's on the snow tires, trying to stay out of the main tracks, get into the heavier stuff on the inside line. Oh! Biff in a rock does not help the program, though. So Carl's got a problem. He gets into the bank there, and there's more than just snow. The car spins around, and at this point, Carl's probably thinking he wished he had the ice tires rather than snow. He's got it refired, and he will be able to continue, but right there is Schwanier, and he is on ice tires, so you can see the difference. Now, Carl Merrill did make it to the next service area, but there will only be 10 minutes to get him back out on the road, and they've got a lot of work.
The last 3 miles on the stage is real rough and slippery, and I was hanging inside real tight and hit a rock. And I'm now with 3-wheel drive. I don't know if it's anything we can fix. I may have to run the last stage just like it is. And if it is, I can barely go, but we probably can limp through the stage.
Checking in with Group 2, engine problems for leader Richard Losey. This could cost him the championship.
Well, we've had a miss that we've been trying to track down for quite some time, and it's just getting a little bit worse. And with 1 stage to go, we're going to change the distributor and hope that was it.
Well, it looks like a lot of fun working on the engine in the snow. Your fingers numb. Merrill moves to 3rd. Gingras now in 5th. Stay with us. The finish after this.
Here it comes.
Relentless power, amazing agility, and a sleek, muscular shape. Introducing the all-new Tiburon. Its name means shark.
Where do you see the red one?
All-new Hyundai.
Driving is believing. And by Vermont Sports Car, when you're ready to win. And by Bridgestone Winter Driving School, America's only winter driving and ice racing school. Marty Reed back with you. Whoa, the spectators are ready for racing. And as we go on board, as we get to the close of this event, Group 5 leader Sam Bryan, he has been putting in a conservative drive, sliding a few times, but even he is sliding on the ice out here, and whoa, that's more trouble. That's Noel Lawler in the 2nd Hyundai that he just went by, and he looks like he isn't going anywhere too soon. Checking in with Frank Sprongel, he's on the last stage. You can see that the road is grooved, and he is on the snow tires, so that means he's got to stay out of those grooves to find traction. But he is in total control and looks like he will take the win. Keith Townsend makes a beeline for 2nd overall, and Carl Merrill limping along with 3-wheel drive. That's Schwanier right behind him, but he cannot pass in this tight section, and it looks like he's going to have to ride it out. Now, losing the 4-wheel drive is a bigger problem than it seems, because it causes the right front to spin constantly and is really worse than if you just had 2-wheel drive. Carl will hold on to take 3rd, and Schwanier secures the Manufacturers' Championship. Richard Losey kept it going. The repairs did the job. He claims the Group 2 title, and the celebrations have begun. Let's talk to our winner, Frank Sprongel.
Conditions for road are absolutely fabulous. Deep snow, excellent traction. The Michelin tires are fabulous out here. Most of all, it's just the competition makes the best out of us.
And the title winner's got a chance to reflect on a great season.
You know, it's really great to have won the Manufacturers' Championship this year, which is 2 in a row. The Tiburon was a really, really good car to drive this year, and we had some good stiff competition, and we had a lot of adverse weather conditions, and the car was just perfect, and I think it was one of my most enjoyable years.
And hats off to Hyundai, 2 in a row for them and 6 in a row for us.
Okay, really had a great season, 6 wins in class now, some great overall finishes. A lot of fun. We came in with a pretty slight margin in points for this event, though, so we had to really do it this event. Got some lead last night, and then today just went real slow and steady and kept it to the finish.
All in all, it was a great season. I think the best run we had this year was rim. The car was really set up for rim with the gearbox. We really showed what a 2-wheel drive could do.
So checking the final event standings, Frank Sprongel takes the win by over 7 minutes. Fellow Canadian Keith Townsend 2nd and Carl Merrill 3rd. As we also check the winners of the championships, well, Richard Losey for his rookie season win in Group 2, Al Kalmewa for persistent efforts in production class, and congratulations to all the pro rally teams on another great season. We look forward to seeing you next year right here on ESPN2. More SCCA Pro Rally action. I'm Marty Reed. So long for now.
It's time.